If you're here right now, chances are you've already seen this video exposing the honey influencer scam. I have thoughts. My first thought is probably what you guys thought when you watched it. Wow, this is a great video. Really compelling story. This must be horrible for these influencers. And just to be clear before we go any further, 100% true. This sucks, but it sucks at levels and in ways that I don't think the video got quite as deep into as it could have. And I like to think I'm uniquely qualified to talk about this because I represent a weird combination of things that isn't super common. First off, I'm a dev. My main channel, t3.gg, is me talking all about web dev stuff. I also happen to be pretty deep in the extension world, with my first big project being a Chrome extension named Chrometana all the way back in like 2015. So I'm deep on the Chrome side and the dev side. But I'm also a YouTuber and influencer, so I know a lot about the dynamics of working with brands and being paid. But most importantly, I make a lot of money off affiliate links. Whenever there's a big sales holiday like Amazon Prime Day or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, those types of things, I'm a deal hunting nerd. So I'll make a thread of all the deals. And over time, that's grown to be a pretty sizable amount of money. So I think a lot about these things. I've also had some funny experiences with honey in the past, and I also am a CEO, so I do a lot of weird business management stuff too. Not to just keep talking about all the things I do. The point I'm trying to make is that the honey situation is complex and it touches on all of these parts. And while I think great sources like Megalag are doing a great job of covering the actual direct impacts of what this is doing, there are some nuances that I want to dive into. So let's dive in. Going to break this down into three rough parts. We have the creator impact. We have the technical hacks that they're doing to make this all work. We also have the official affiliate policies with some of these platforms. And this is the part I think we're missing the most on. So I'll blast through the first two and then we'll get to there. Earlier today, I was watching the Linus Tech Tips Colin and Samir interview, which was a breakdown of how Linus runs his channel and how a lot of different things work. And they brought up the 2020 revenue chart. If you're not familiar, Linus Tech Tips isn't just some small YouTuber. It's a business. LTT is massive. Linus Media Group has over 100 full-time employees. That's not small. They can do that because they make a lot of money. Of that total revenue, they make about 27% with in-video sponsor spots, 26% with YouTube AdSense, which is out of a lot of viewership. We're talking about a channel that gets 80 million views in 30 days and gets hundreds of millions, if not billions of views a year. Their total views on their channel is nearing 10 billion views. And the AdSense revenue they make is not even 3x their Amazon associate revenue. Yes, Amazon affiliate links are 10% of the money that LTT makes. That is insane. And we're not even counting the other YouTube channels they run, like Short Circuit, like the Clips channel, and all the other things they do. To have the billions of views they get only result in a bit over 2x the revenue they make from affiliate links. Hopefully that helps emphasize how much money you can make off of these affiliate links. It's stupid. I think it's against policy to share the hard numbers with it, so I can't. If it turns out I'm wrong about that, I'll leave a pinned comment sharing how much I actually make from it, because the numbers are gross. I make more from one of those threads than I make from 2 to 3 months of YouTube AdSense revenue on a channel that gets 3 million views a month. So it's dumb. It's a big number. So we're not talking about penny pinching here. We're talking about significant drivers of revenue. And there's an important piece here I think people miss. I see a lot of people getting mad that people are sharing affiliate links saying the creator doesn't deserve money for it. You can debate whether or not the creator deserves it all day, but it is effectively free money. If you make a $100 purchase on Amazon, it's usually, depending on the item and a couple other things, usually there's 3% available for affiliates. So if you have Amazon Smile set up, which almost nobody does anymore, this $3 would go to a charity. But no one uses Smile anymore. Check, you're not. Even if you set it up before, it got auto-disabled. But if you use an affiliate link since last purchase, because the most recent affiliate link is what is stored as the one who created your cart. Apparently Smile's been discontinued, so this is actually gone now. So Smile used to let you send 3% to charity, doesn't exist anymore. If you use an affiliate link, so if you click one of mine or LTTs or whatever, that cart now is affiliated with that creator. So if you click 5 links from me, leave them all in your cart, then you click 1 from Linus, the cart now is Linus Tech Tips affiliated instead of Theo affiliated, which is fair because you didn't make the purchase when my things were in the cart. You made the purchase when his thing was the most recent addition to the cart. So the conversion of the sale came through Linus. He makes the money, not me. Totally fine. In that case, the $3 goes to last clicked affiliate link. So what happens if you have no affiliate link? Amazon gets the $3. So if you're one of those people that strips out affiliate links because you don't think creators deserve money for showing you products or whatever, cool. I hope you like Amazon more than you like that creator because the item's not getting cheaper. They don't discount the purchase. That's just $3 that could have went to a creator that instead you're throwing at Amazon because you hate the creator. Fine if you really don't like that creator. I'm not saying can't be okay. I'm just saying it's stupid to go after somebody who's putting the work in to create content about a product and then link to it. If you want to buy it, give them the affiliate credit. I go out of my way to. And if there's a product I remember seeing in a video, I'll actually go back to the video, find their affiliate link and click it before I buy, just to make sure they get a little bit of revenue from it. Because these numbers add up a ton. I made a couple of $1,000s off of a referral to underwear in the last sales. Like probably over $1,000 from it, which is insane. So this is the creator impact. These numbers are big. And removing the affiliate links doesn't benefit you in any way as the person making the purchase. It just benefits Amazon. So ideally, you would actually have the affiliate links and give the affiliate credit to the people who sent you the links that resulted in you clicking and doing these things. Because of this, and because of how much money there is here, a lot of people started trying to hack it. So we're going to talk about those, the technical hacks. One of the most common technical hacks that we started to see was people making extensions to auto-apply specific affiliate codes. These extensions were pretty popular for a bit. I would argue that these extensions in some ways, honestly in most ways, are kind of a scam. It feels bad to say because I know how much these can benefit people. And again, I'm almost contradicting what I'm saying here with the affiliate link bit. These extensions aren't properly attributing a purchase. If I have an extension that auto-applies Linus Tech Tips code so that he gets the affiliate revenue, but I click a link from someone else, now the extension is going to override someone else. But worse, if I start a session myself, I don't get referred from anyone. Linus Tech Tips is still making money, even though they didn't refer me. It's effectively fraud. At the very least, I would say it's comparable to like telling people to click your ads for money. Back in the day, you would make way more money from ads that are clicked on than ads that are just displayed. On things like YouTube, this isn't the case, but even traditional AdSense and AdWords still works that way. So I actually, funny enough, got banned from Google AdSense when I was like 15 because people in my Minecraft community would go to my website and click the ads to make more money to try and get me to give them things in the game. And I got banned for that reason. I'm thankful they've lifted the ban because I'm a YouTuber now. I need AdSense revenue. It is what it is. But this is a type of fraud. And it's a type of fraud that's explicitly called out in their policies. And extensions that auto-apply discount codes are almost always going to be called out in a similar way. I want to talk about the policy behind these things, but that's going to be part 3. First, I just want to talk about how these things are implemented technically. This is going to require a bit of understanding of browser stuff. So to you non-devs, I'm sorry. I'll do my best to explain it. I am hanging out on YouTube, watching a video. I see a link to whatever on Amazon. So I click this link. Now this brings me over to Amazon.com. I click this link. Maybe in the URL, it even says where it came from. Here is one of the Amazon affiliate links I used during my sale. You'll see here, !tag equals T3GE-20. That tag there is the indicator to Amazon of where you came from. So this URL is /whatever, !tag equals T3 store. Now, this URL in this browser session is associated with whatever linked you here. Since this URL here had the tag equals T3 store, now when you open it, this tag's in the URL. Obviously, if you purchase something right there, it's going to go to the person who linked you there. But what if I close the tab after adding it to the cart? Then I go back to Amazon.com separately. So I'll move down here and I go to Amazon.com and I see on Amazon.com that same link, but it doesn't have the tag anymore because it's just on Amazon. I'm just scrolling Amazon. I see that same item. I remember it because I clicked on it earlier. So now I click it again. It opens this new window, but the tag is gone. So if we just rely on those tags, there's a bunch of ways a user could get back to the item that would reasonably be attributed to that original creator, the person who got you there in the first place, that isn't included. So as a result, what a lot of these platforms do is when you go to the URL with this tag included, it will then embed that tag on your computer in a little hidden thing you might have heard about before called a cookie. So on any given web page, you almost certainly have some cookies, and those cookies are used to identify lots of things. They can be used to identify who you are. They can be used to track where you came from, but usually what they're used for is attaching something to your user's session. So attaching the user ID is a really common one. But in this case, we have a new cookie in here that is referred or something along those lines. And in there, it's going to save it as T3 store. So when you go to amazon.com/some URL with a tag like this stores whatever the value is here as a cookie. And if you're on the app, I'm sure it saves it in some weird local storage thing somewhere, such that now if I go back to Amazon, this is still stored in the cookies because the point of a cookie, it keeps it there. So if we go back here, where I'm just on amazon.com, even if I don't have the tag anymore, the cookie is still there. And if I go to an entirely different item, so other item instead, the cookie is still in the browser. It's still there as long as I'm not clicking a link with a new tag. So when you go to a URL with a given tag like this, it gets placed in the cookies and it stays there until either a purchase is made, which will wipe it, or when somebody navigates again with a different tag. So you'll either override it if you go there with a new tag, or you'll make a purchase, it gets applied during that purchase, and then it is wiped. Hopefully this is clear so far. The system might seem complex, but when you consider how much more complex almost any alternative is, it is actually quite simple and relatively fair. You won't hear a lot of creators complaining about this system because for the most part, it is fair. Theoretically, they could attach the affiliate to the specific item, or they could split the affiliate links across your purchase if multiple people sent you links with different affiliate codes. This is fine. So how does Honey work? Because in case you didn't know, things like Chrome extensions don't have access to the cookies on a given page because that would be a huge security issue because those cookies include things like your auth information. So if my extension could read my Twitter cookies, it would be able to steal my Twitter account. So these extensions can't just update the cookie. So what do? I think Megalag did a great job showcasing this, so I'm going to let him do it.
You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled short circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. Once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah. Now, if we quickly go back again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser, Honey discreetly opens a small new tab, which acts like a simulated referral click, as if they were the ones to refer you to the website, even though you're...
And here we have the sketchy thing. When you run Honey, it will create a new fake URL just to apply their discount code, open it up in the background, and then instantly close it just to update the cookie. And to be very explicitly clear, the policy and the intended way for this to work is that a user clicking on a link is the thing that triggers that cookie change. And this is why I am suspicious of whether or not this is even within the terms of service for these affiliate programs. Also, I'm hitting sub on their channel. Normally, I'd plug you to sub me. Sub Megalag. They have more videos about this coming up that are nuts. This is a great breakdown. Highly recommend keeping an eye on them. And as I was hinting at, here is where we get into part 3, the policies. As I hope we've established so far, the amount of money there is up for grabs here is kind of insane. We're talking about 10% of a multi-million-dollar business. Insane. Which means there's a lot of incentives to do everything from steal that money to not pay out that money. In fact, back in the day, Linus Media Group got kicked out of the Amazon affiliate program, which for somebody of their size is disastrous. That's literal millions of dollars being lost because of these policies. So creators like LMG, creators like myself and everybody else who is making this type of money off these affiliate deals, we're all putting a lot of effort in to make sure we follow these policies to as close to a T as possible. And these policies are a bit absurd. First and foremost, they call out when customers click through or engage with special links, purchase an item, sold, or service offered by Amazon sites, you can receive commission income for qualifying purchases. But they call out here, literally within the third paragraph total, when our customers click through or engage with special links, you are now eligible for commission income. With this extension, users aren't clicking through or engaging. So straight up by the fucking third paragraph here, they're already almost certainly breaking the rules. As a fun example, here is me almost losing $6,000, I think, because they didn't want to pay out. The reason Amazon wasn't going to pay me out is when I made my thread with all those discount deals, I had screenshots of the product listing from Amazon. And since the pictures for a product on Amazon are the copyright and trademark of the product salesperson or the creator of that product, they have an explicit trademark agreement with Amazon that allows for Amazon to use those images, but not for affiliates and associates of Amazon to use them. So apparently I violated their policy by using the pictures from Amazon without getting the permissions of the trademark holders of those original products. The reality here is they just didn't want to pay me. And they listed a ton of my tweets that had those links saying that if I didn't delete all of them, they would never pay this out and I would be removed from the program. I am far from the only one who has experienced this. As I mentioned before, their Amazon affiliate account was suspended and they told him that he had to take down hundreds of videos. The reason being he included a price for the product in the video and you're not allowed to show a price in time next to an affiliate link or you get booted. The act of displaying different prices than might be the current price for the product is enough a reason to get booted. And they are real strict about this. When I was a kid, was doing this affiliate stuff too, and I got kicked out probably 2 or 3 times. So they are aggressive with this. The reason I'm bringing this all up isn't because I want you all to sympathize with me for dealing with these bullshit policies. It's because Honey is 100% violating them. They are doing enough sketchy shit that outright breaks the rules, that they are, without question, violating these policies. And when you consider the fact that they are almost certainly making like hundreds of millions of dollars a year off this, because every time you click a Honey button when you're checking out, they apply their codes. The money they're making here is horrifying. So you would imagine that Amazon is rushing out whatever they can to get these guys booted the same way they would for Linus, the same way they would for me. But that isn't true. So why? Why isn't Amazon being strict here? Why are they not applying these same policies to Honey? It's actually a very simple reason. Honey and Amazon have a special deal. Here's where we start to get into the conspiracy section of this video. I will be clear, I have no direct evidence of any of the claims I'm about to make. I have not been part of any of these negotiations or seen anything internally that would confirm it. However, I do broker a lot of business deals. I am in this world. It is pretty obvious to me that Honey and Amazon have a deal going on. So feel free to write off everything I'm about to say. This is opinion and speculation, but there is no way in which Honey would not be booted if they were following the same policy I am following. So a few things have to be true. First, the associate policies do not apply to Honey. This has to be true. Otherwise, they would have been banned. So that is a fact. Another fact is that Honey has a business partners program. And a big part of what they advertise in this partners program is the ability for brands and businesses like Amazon to have control over what discounts are and aren't available to customers. This is a thing they sell to these businesses as a service. It's like, hey, you're tired of your Shopify site losing all the money to these crazy deals that we keep finding? If you pay us, we'll let you hide them. Wink, smile. So, with all of this together, I think a fair, albeit semi-conspiratorial conclusion to come to, Honey uses their platform as leverage to keep brands from banning them. And Honey has a ton of leverage here. If they were to just outright ban Honey from running on the page, first off, good luck. It's hard to ban extensions from things. But more importantly, Honey could activate their user base And when you consider how willing to be hostile honey is proven to be, they could do things as innocent seeming as a call to action. When you go to Amazon, you have honey that says, hey, Amazon has banned us from running. Here is how you contact them to complain. But they can also do more malicious things, like try harder to work around Amazon stuff. And that workaround might just happen to hit a bunch of really slow API endpoints a whole bunch that causes Amazon to slow down to a crawl. Again, conspiracy. I think honey has a disgusting amount of leverage, and not just in the sense they could put out more coupons or ban the site or call out things, but if they're this willing to do things like opening up hidden tabs to brute force their desires into your browser, there's no reason they wouldn't do malicious bullshit like that to continue to hurt a business that isn't doing what they want them to. Apparently, Amazon's had beef about this since all the way back in 2020. Thank you, NMG, for the link here. Amazon warned users the browser extension Honey could be a security risk. We haven't even talked about the data privacy thing. Like, I honestly thought this is how Honey made their money up until recently. I just assumed that they would sell all the data they got, seeing all the pages you go to, because they do collect all the data. You can see it in the logs. I just assumed that's where they made their money. Nope. They're making it almost all from the affiliate stuff, and they're selling all that data. And Amazon called out that they are doing this data tracking, and they are using this data for things you probably don't want, and you should uninstall it because it's a security risk. And as we can see from this screenshot, it's pretty clear Amazon is indeed aware of Honey. So it seems like as a result of this disagreement they had back in 2020, they had to have come to some terms, because they could have just banned those affiliate links. But instead, they've done the opposite. They've allowed them to steal affiliate revenue from hundreds of thousands, if not millions of creators to the tune of billions of dollars. It's insane. It's absolutely absurd. And as a quick anecdote, I've kind of experienced the power of Honey as a method of driving huge revenue patterns. There's a company I work with a lot. You might have even heard about them if you watch this channel. I probably shouldn't say I work with them a lot. I've only kind of worked with them once. It's Affinity by Seraph, which is now owned by Canva. Every thumbnail I've ever made for my YouTube channel has been made via Affinity Photo. It is incredible software. And it's not some disgusting subscription like you deal with the Adobe suite. $70 for life. And it often goes on sale for insane deals. And you get the whole suite for Mac, Windows, and iPad for $170. Again, often on sale. I've been chatting with these guys forever because I genuinely really, really love their product. And after talking for a long time, they decided I would be lucky enough to be the first creator they ever worked with to give an affiliate code to, where I would get some revenue if somebody used my discount code for like $5 off when they purchased Affinity Suite tools. And I was so hyped because I've been shilling Affinity forever. My most popular video ever right now is about Affinity and how good it is as a competitor to Adobe. It's great software. And I was so hyped that they gave me that custom discount code for a little money off that would also, for the first time, get me a little bit of money from Affinity as a thank you for plugging their software everywhere I can. Someone put that discount code in Honey. They submitted it as a discount code to Honey that got applied automatically. So now whenever someone checked out buying Affinity, they get the $5 discount from my username. The amount of people who checked out with my code was horrifying. The number that they told me made no sense. And I refused to take the affiliate revenue because it felt unfair. That effectively, because this Chrome extension was so popular and prolific, they ended up having a large percentage of purchases cost them a bunch of money because those purchases should not have been associated with me and they shouldn't have had a $5 discount. So they're paying the $5 to the person buying because they're getting that discount, and they're paying me money too on something where I did nothing. That money would have went to Honey if the affiliate program was open and they had a discount. But the more important thing here is that the number they told me for how many signups happened was, I would say, 20 to 30 times higher than realistic for the amount of users I was driving them. So I gave them a much smaller number, said, I will not accept more money than this. Took it, we killed the code because it was being abused by Honey, and we went on about our days. They're working on a new affiliate plan, I believe. This is a while ago. It's all still in the works. But the thing that overwhelmed me was the sheer number of customers that applied the discount code through Honey. It was insane. Horrifying. Insane. I don't think they ever gave me a percentage. I'd be surprised if it was less than 30% of their checkout sessions didn't have Honey applying that discount code. So it is prolific. It is very popular. I mean, if you go to the Chrome Web Store, 18 million users. This is not some small indie thing. This is a big product that has a ton of people using it, over 17 million members, according to them. Insanity. Yeah. And that's not even getting into the honey gold thing, which is such a scam. Go watch the other video if you want to learn about that, because that was the like, I'm now sick moment for me. But this whole thing is horrifying. So to wrap up, honey is stealing from the creators that they pay to promote it by using these weird technical workarounds and hacks that are almost certainly against the policy of these same affiliate and associate programs. But since they struck a deal up with the company and the company's scared of losing the deal, they get away with it all. So they pay creators to steal revenue from them, and then they pay brands, or worse, have the brands pay them in a hostage style situation so that they can steal the revenue from creators. I still can't fathom that it is this deep. I genuinely thought that they were just doing the whole like selling data thing, which, believe it or not, is less sketchy than this. I've never seen something this sketchy. And that's all I have to say about it. Uninstall honey, support creators, and I guess that's it. Peace, nerds.